Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Do me a favor. I had a little mishap with my laptop, so making sure that you can hear me, see me, and everything looks good. We are here in the Java Cafe on this Monday morning for a shot of Java. We are going to check in on our mental health. We had the opportunity for the past 2 weeks to check in with a clinician by the name of Lakeisha Austin, also known as Coach Law, and seeing where we are now. Appropriately so, we talked about seasonal affective disorder and also depression during the holidays. And for months, I have asserted here that I've had this very interesting feeling about what the holidays are going to look like here in the United States. Just to level set, we have a Supreme Court and a president and a Congress that is fighting the notion of feeding people and allowing some to go hungry. And it's very, very interesting. And I just want to say, for those of you that receive SNAP benefits that are on the roller coaster here of late, now wondering, based on the latest order from the White House, that, Governor Maura Healey and DTA are to take back the benefits that were issued this weekend. And so, that's just the update there. Hold on, because I just got a message. Okay. I just want to get a current status of things with SNAP benefits and what's going on in the courts. It's just very interesting for folks. And as we are approaching the holidays, it's interesting for a lot of people. So let's just see what the current status is of things, and we will get ready to start our Mental Health Monday, which we have not done in a few weeks. I'm going to ask you that in the midst of everything that's going on, what's up, Smiley? In the midst of everything that's going on, get ready to do me a favor and put one word in the comments for which describes how you're feeling today. What is your mental health status today? How are you feeling? We're just about 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving. Let's also name for some, it's interesting as they are making plans to fly home. Thanksgiving is a time where many of us, or many people, I stay here most of the time, go and travel and see family members. And that is quite interesting with what's going on with the FAA. So there is a lot going on. So I'm glad today that I'm able to ask you, first of all, do me a favor and invite some others into the Java Cafe to be a part of the conversation today. If you have not liked and subscribed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, go do that. I still find it very interesting that there are a lot of people in the Java Cafe often and commenting. And then when comments come up, I am asked to, Facebook prompts me to invite you to like Java with Jimmy or follow James W. Hills. No shade, just a little bit. Okay. What's the current status? Do me a favor and put one word in the comments. And even Brother Smiley, if you're on Instagram, he said, bless. Madeline, how are you feeling this morning? Put one word in the comments. I wish I had my other screen because doing this on the phone is interesting. The other thing that we have to keep in mind is that the Senate, I feel a sneeze coming on. The Senate, the Republicans were able to recruit, I believe it's 8 Democrats to get them to sign off on a proposed budget that has some very interesting implications for the Affordable Care Act. And let's just get the status of SNAP. Okay, let's see what chat says about the current status of SNAP. There's a major disruption due to the ongoing federal shutdown. The federal shutdown is not over. The government is on the way of being opened again, as I said a few minutes ago. A lot of folks Well, a few folks from the Democratic side voted or voting to get this over to, I believe, the House. And Hakeem Jeffries is not going for it, but there's a GOP, a Republican majority. So it's interesting. So there's a major disruption due to the ongoing federal government shutdown. The administration is allowing only partial SNAP benefits. Okay, that's a little bit old. Some states, rather, let's talk here. Massachusetts, Governor Maura Healey issued full benefits. And I'm not getting the details that I want and need. The latest thing that I'm aware of on the news is that the president ordered the governors to rescind what was put in your account. So, with all of that being said, what's going on with the FAA, what's going on with a lot of ambiguity about the holidays and travel. Again, I'm getting ready to go into the comments. So, make sure that I see one word from you that describes how you feel. Reader Marie Fitz over on Instagram. Good morning to you. Madeline said she is doing well. Cliff, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Brother Steven and also Racine joined over on Instagram. Let's go in the Java Cafe, the Facebook section, and see who's in the room this morning. Michelle D. Smith, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Haven't seen that name pop up in a few weeks, well, a couple of weeks, but good to see you in the room. Milagro, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Nisi, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. I wish this sneeze or whatever it is that is tickling my nose, hurry up and do what it's going to do. Okay. Milagro, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sandy Powell Brown Hamby, good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Muchos nachos to you over Black Dollar, who's over on Instagram. Grand Rising to you too, Cliff. Sandy is in the room, and this just happens to be here. I had the honor this weekend of being presented with an award by Sandy and her husband, Bishop Hamby. In the spirit of gratitude, there was a hard intentionality of Sandy and her team and the ministry to express gratitude for those that do work in the community. When Sandy told me, I was like, wait, what, for real? And also a sister by the name of Beatrice received an award as well, who has a powerful, powerful testimony. So Sandy, and I'm just going to tell you all, this thing is heavy. This is like, and look, I got to wipe off the fingerprints, but I wound up taking this to another event that I'll tell you about that I had to rush out of Sandy's event. And everybody was impressed. They went to pick it up and they went to like grab it and they're like, oh, shoot. So Sandy, thank you for the recognition. When you do, as I said the other night, when you don't do it for recognition and you receive the recognition, it means even more. So Sandy, thank you, and Bishop for that as well. I just seen condolences pop over on Instagram. I just found out my mother, Brother Cliff, just shared with us that his mother, he just found out that his mother transitioned and is now an ancestor. And so Ma and everybody, but we have a mother's board here that is intentional about prayer. Cliff, we are praying for you, sir. What it is that a lot of us need when that happens, when someone transitions, but especially when it is a parent. And so we're going to ask all of you to just put the praying hands, actually say a prayer. Brother Cliff is his name. And so please keep him in your prayers this morning. Cliff, we send condolences to you and lift you in prayer this morning. Brother Darian, good morning. Ari, good morning to you as well. You all please join in with me to support and pray for Brother Cliff this morning. Also in the Facebook section side, we have Boss C. Good morning to you. Good to see you in the room. Sister Debbie, good morning to you. Good to see you this morning. Boss C said, boycott feeding the businesses with your money. There is another movement going on. We did well with Target. Shout out to Jamal Bryant and everybody that made that decision, if they were able to, made that decision to not shop at Target. I started to post the other day and ask, are we back at Walmart? Because, yeah. Mother Lisa Davis is in the room, and I want us to remember, and this makes me think of someone else right after this. I'm going to mention a Java family member who has a testimony. Mother Lisa Davis, don't forget, by December 31st, And feel free at any time to give us an update and report. But we have declared three things. December 31st for Mother Lisa. Miss Teresa got home on that Thursday. And the other declaration, I believe, was for Brother Stan. Yes, quick healing or something, I believe, for Brother Stan. So, Mother Lisa, we just remember that we said by December 31st, you're going to take steps. And so, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I just seen something else on Instagram. People are praying for Cliff. We definitely appreciate that. Pastor Sharon Cornelius is in the room. Sharon Cornelius. Good morning to you. Good to see you in the room this morning. Pastor Marion is in the room as well. And thank you so much for that. Pastor Marion is letting us know that she is encouraged. Over here on Facebook, y'all, I don't see too many words. Maybe I'm just catching up with the comments. Nicole, good morning. Good to see you in the room. Nicole and I played a little phone tag, meetup tag, but definitely getting up with her. And there is Sharon Cornelius in the room as well. Nicole, we understand that a lot of people, you've been very transparent about the issues with SNAP here, and we definitely understand that, and we send support to you as well. Michelle D. Smith said that her mental health status is hopeful this morning. Donna Williams Bowen, aka Janky Java, is in the room this morning. Good to see you in the room. Tay, good morning to you. Tay, what's going on out in Brockton in the politics? I'm sure you're voting out there. I ran into a couple of people. I ran into a candidate for city council this weekend from Brockton as well. Very interesting times out there. All right, I think I am caught up with the comments. Most of them. Boss C is saying that they are frustrated, and I believe it's a woman by this icon here or this thumbnail. She's saying that she is frustrated. Sandy said that she is feeling wonderful. Pastor Marion said, encourage and reminding me. Listen, everybody, I've known about it for a few weeks. I got a sidebar, but we want to congratulate and acknowledge the good Reverend Doctor. Bishop Bragg used to fuss about multiple titles. Either you're the Reverend or you're the doctor or you're the bishop. But anyway, we're going to go with doctor this morning. Dr. Centoria Grant. That's kind of dope. Congratulations to you and Sister Verna as well. I believe she graduated this weekend and got a master's and furthered her education, I believe, in ministry as well, or in the marketplace. But either way, congratulations to both of you this morning. Nicole is saying, what can the government take back if the benefits are already spent? I have an inquiry, and I kept checking my email because I told them I would send them the link at the last minute. If you remember last week, we had the opportunity to speak to the acting commissioner of the Department of Transitional Assistance. I sent, oh, hold on. Thanks for reaching out. While we can't make this morning, they just emailed me. Hi, thanks for reaching out. While we can't make this morning, we would be okay if we reached out in the future about having him on the show. Absolutely. ASAP. I'm sorry. I'm doing work right here in real time. Absolutely. Hold on. Absolutely. ASAP is preferred. Okay. So yes, there's a lot going on with what's going on with Snap, and I'm not exactly sure. DJ Virgo, good to see you over on Instagram. It's a lot. It's a lot to manage. This is why we check in and do this mental health check-in. And I'm going to share something around something we learned about, I believe it was January of 22. This term, I believe it was 23, maybe, called integration. Rochelle, good to see. Rochelle been posting pictures of her body, yada in her bikini swimsuit competition. Hi, Rochelle. Good to see you in the room. To see this, all that running you doing. Real Boston Media is in the room. Good to see you in the room, boss. Thank you so much for the. Okay, so I'm real behind with comments. Thank you so much for the congratulations. Deserving, Sandy, is a very hard word, and should and I struggle with those, but I'm doing better at accepting flowers. So thank you so much. Nicole said she has to run the BJ's right after work. Glad you're able to do that. The Real Boston Media is sending love and support to Brother Cliff. If you're just joining, thank all of you. Cliff, I hope that you're still on and seeing the praying hands that are here right now, and people sending you condolences and support as well. So many are doing that over here on Facebook, and others joined on Instagram as well. Angelina, good morning. Good to see you in the room. I love when you jump in your political bag and just give opinions and well balanced. You're going to say what you feel, but I love people that are very balanced. And so Angelina, I appreciate that about you. You do more than sing. There's a lot to this woman here. We got to get her on one day. Heidi Lewis Ivy, good morning. She has a big event coming up soon, I believe, in Baltimore. Sister Soraya, good morning to you. It is so good to see your name on here and to say that you got everything and more from Kathy Kim with your sneakers. The Real Boston Media said that they're feeling motivated this morning. I am glad to see that and read that. And Pastor Marion, thank you for the congratulations. Also, Mother Lisa just said, just got out of the hospital, but I'm still working to walk by the end of the year. And hopefully, I'm glad to hear you say you got out the hospital. A side note for folks, some of you that are friends with Dina Marshall, she shared with us that she was sick and in the hospital. I told her, I said, you making me jump back in my reverend bag, because she shared the details of what was going on. And I sent a specific prayer to my mother and Sharon and asked them to pray that based on what the doctors were saying. And Dina went home yesterday, everybody. Dina went home. She's coming along and feeling better. And so please keep Dina in your prayers as well. But we are glad, Mother Lisa, that you are home. And we still believe that you are going to walk by December 31st. Sister Debbie is praying for Brother Cliff as well. And Rochelle, don't laugh. I seen them pictures, Jesus. Sister Debbie said that she feels woke this morning. Listen, I know that's right. I know that's right. Angelina says that she hates politics, but I hate foolishness even more. That'll preach the foolishness of politics, or the politics of foolishness. They can play off each other. Boss C, I need to figure out who Boss C is, or sidebar me or tell me here, because these names on here versus what the screen names are sometimes throw me off. Boss C is in the building, as we know. Black Boston, please call your elected officials and mass.gov in reference to SNAP. We're pretty good here. And I want to share something with you. Speaking of the fact that we're pretty good here, I just sat yesterday and thought about the fact of how good we are, based on some folks that we know. All three have been on this platform. One is on their way back very soon, but our elected officials here are pretty much aligned. We have some folks that are Republicans, a few, I believe, out in the western part of the state, but we're pretty good here. What we need to engage some of our local elected officials about is the city council presidency, but I'm not going to go there. We're going to stay in the mental health bag this morning. Dina, she is at home, I believe, Pastor Sharon, resting and doing well, so we may not see her. Paula Correa, it is good to see you. It was good to hug you and be with you in person the other night. Thank you for the pictures. Send me that one you took of the award in the bag, because as much as I may not want to admit it, that droid took a good picture. Anyway, listen, everybody, I need you all to do me a favor. And if you can see the thumbnail there, you see my brand amplifier, my designer, my packer of my closet with hoodie shirts, cabinet with custom cups, award maker, friend, sister, supporter, in many ways. Miss Teresa and Angel Santana are celebrating their 30, hold on, known for 37 years and married for 20. So I need you all to do me a favor and celebrate Miss Teresa and Angel's anniversary today. Congratulations to both of you. We are glad that you both are a part of the Java Cafe, and we appreciate everything that you all have demonstrated that black and brown couples can endure and be together for a long time and show us a great example of marriage. It ain't I've done been around a lot of folks. I know it ain't always peachy, but we appreciate and acknowledge the fact that you all are celebrating. I believe it's 20 years. So congratulations to you, Miss Teresa. Congratulations to you. And Centauria is also celebrating Dina being home as well. Milton, my brother that is in the Milton, let me tell you. So the second event I went to on Saturday after I got the award from Sandy was at the 100 event sponsored by Peter Brondale and some other folks. And Milton, I got my what I call my CV card in 2013 when I was with the Barrows family supporting John Barrows running for mayor. A couple of them had were like, "Yeah, Jimmy, you got your CV card." I went out the other night and that card was recognized. But a lot of the recognition here of late Milton is with you and Mario. You don't know how many people walked up to me and was like, "Yo, what's up, man? Yo, you're the dude that interviewed Mario, MBK, and Milton and what they're doing and the 3 block parties." 35-40% of the people that I have not met or have not talked to before, that was the connection. You and Mario in the interview. So shout out to you, brother. Good to see you in the room. Miss Teresa said that she feels peaceful. Oh, shoot. 21 years. I didn't mean to subtract 21 years of marriage. So, Miss Teresa, again, congratulations to you and Angel as well. Milagro is saying good morning to Miss Teresa. I think I am caught up with most of the comments. Paula says, "You got it. Stop hating on droids. On droids. Always great to see and hug you. Same here as well." Pastor Marion is saying happy anniversary for the 21 years that Miss Teresa just corrected me. For the 21 years. As I said, we're not knocking off the extra year. Happy anniversary again. Sharon Cornelius is saying congratulations on 21-year wedding anniversary. Many, 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 plenty more, Miss Teresa and Angel. Sharon, just because it's a thought, I'm just going to say it. You've shared with us also often being a widow. And I know typing that or saying that congratulations does make you maybe have a thought. And so we're sharing love and support with you this morning as well. Milton is saying that we working, my brother. We are working. Absolutely. Okay. I'm all caught up with the comments. It is 10:27. If you give me a few minutes, I want to share on this Mental Health Monday with you sort of a recap and review of something that I want to say it was Dr. May. I can't, Dr. Margaret, Dr. Meg. If you all remember in January, I believe it was 22, we brought her in and we talked about the notion of it was the beginning of the year. And we brought her in to level set and talk about mental health and taking that approach, what do you call them? The things that we do at the beginning of the year, the New Year's resolutions, things like that. We brought her in and I don't think it was the first year. I actually think it was, well, it may have been the first year in 22 because everything that went on in 21 with the guy it's exiting 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. I can't wait till that happens again. What she talked about was racism. Somehow we got on the subject of racism. And she introduced this term that at first had me, like I just saw me, raising my eyebrow, like, wait, what? He introduced a term called integration. And what that term integration basically, in a very layman recap, is basically saying that for our mental health, to decrease the shock of things, side note, that often we may be used to, that we integrate the reality of those things that have happened, that are happening. And here's the key point, that will probably still happen. What she asserted there was the example of our elders. Our elders, though not untouched, though they have feelings, often when you hit about maybe 70, 75, maybe 65 for some, when you hear about death, some of the elders do not mourn at the level that a lot of us younger ones do because we are still integrating death into our lives. I'm 54. I've integrated a lot of deaths into my life. And I got to be honest with you. I have a very, I don't go to funerals as much. I support the families, I reach out, but I just have found myself, my integration of the death is a little bit of avoidance, to be very honest with you. I just, since Bishop and my grandfather don't do a lot of funerals. 20 years from now, I'll more than likely may be able to go. And because I've had an additional 20 years of people transitioning, you're and I transition in the word, not tougher skin, but to make a point, you get unfortunately used to it. You integrate that death, people often say it as a cliche, death is a part of life. Racism is a part of life, at least for the next 3 years. What's going on at 1600 is a part of life. The integration of what comes out of accepting, and let me balance this. To make it simple, it's sort of a belief of it is what it is. And that is not a defeatist thing. That is not a thing that we just, and hear me, we accept it, but we don't accept it. How we don't accept it is in a mental health space. And what I mean by that is when you integrate and you're not walking in fear and you're not walking around with the shoulders raised and PTSD. But if you just keep in the back of your mind the example I use for death, that's a very just it's a part of life, and that's when she said it, I was like, oh, a light went off. When you hear about the racism, here of late for the past 2 weeks, we've been on this roller coaster of snap. When you hear about another change, breathe. It is what it is. I'm going to support what's right and equity. If I have to make phone calls, if I have to, do whatever, go to standouts or whatever, I'm going to participate. My whole point here is integration helps remove the impact of the shock of a lot of the things, the deaths, the snap, the racism, the xenophobia, a lot of that. If we integrate and sort of have this expectation, and again, it is what it is, the mental health impact may be decreased a little bit. And we know when we get in fight or flight and when we are stressed out, cortisol is released into the body. And that's not healthy because for some people it turns to sugar. And then if you have diabetes, and cortisol is not one of those healthy chemicals that our body produces when we are in that fight or flight mode. And though you may not be physically fighting, but a lot of us are fighting to maintain a smile. A lot of us are fighting to maintain financial stability. A lot of us are fighting to maintain relationships. So you integrate what you have experienced, what you are experiencing. And if and when that happens again, the shock of it is not as much of an impact on your mental health. That's what I wanted to share with you all this morning in the frame of Mental Health Monday. Before you go and before we get ready to go, for those of you that did not put your words in the comments, I need to see those words. Oh boy. A lot of folks jumped over. Shut up, Steven. Steve Pena is over on Instagram. You old cuz. Whatever. I still look 35. I can get rid of some of this gray. The gray is getting so bad. I'm pretty soon gonna look like I don't have no eyebrows or a goatee. But seriously, integration is definitely something that I would encourage you to look up. I will attempt to find. She did 2 episodes. We talked about it the first year, and then we talked about it the next year. And so I would try to find those and maybe rebroadcast them or share some clips as we are approaching the new year. Steven said that he is feeling pissed this morning. And that is a very level, even keeled type of brother. So feel free to sidebar me, bro. Let me know what's going on. I just saw Pam in the room. I am Pam. I have every intention of coming out and supporting her event tonight. Let me just tell you what Pam has going on. It is a ticketed event. Last year I went and Pam stole my no. I donated my gold, shiny, nice, not available anymore Red Sox coat to um, the Boston Equity Fund. Hold on, let me get the flyer up to share what is going on this evening. In addition to, all right, hold on, look at Pam. That one came out better than it did the other night at Grace by Nia. I took a picture of Pam and the mayor, and it didn't come out so good. But Pam is having an event tonight. We know that she's the executive director of the Equity Fund. And where is the flyer? Pam, text it to me. I can't find. Where is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. I saw Jose the other night, Pam, at the at Peter's event. All right. For some reason, I could not find the flyer, but Pam is having an event tonight. Pam, can you text it to me real quick, please? Okay. Pam is having an event this evening. And I can't find it. It's not. It's Pam. Where can you send me the Can you send me the thing? Can you text it to me real quick, please? It's probably already in our thread. Oh, I just found out who Boss C is. Okay. That gives a whole okay. All right, hold on. All right, everybody. So if you go in the comments right now, but Pam, send it to me so I can announce it properly. Pam, can you send it in the text while you typing? Oh, there's a delay. Okay. So here is the Eventbrite. If you are, and I can't share it with you all because hold on. Because I'm sure it's in my text thread. We're gonna let you go in just a couple of minutes. We're doing this old school stuff we used to do when we first started doing stuff right in real time. I know we, do some pre-production now, but this is just who we are, what we do. Okay, okay, here we go. Has to be in this thread here somewhere. Got it. Hold on. When you do something, you just got to follow up with a certain word because you did it. All right. Tonight, and let me get it right because Pam's going to get me. Boston Education Fund, not the Equity Fund. The name of the entity is the Boston Education Fund, and tonight it is un brazo. Boston Education, BEDF's Making Connections Mixer that is taking place this evening at check-in begins at 5:45 and it takes place at 6 o'clock. It is taking place at this is a fundraising event and it is taking place. There will be some storytelling. Mayor Wu and Superintendent Mary Skipper are the co-chairs, and it is taking place at Acapella by X, which is the old Blarney Stone over on Dorchester Ave this evening. There is if you're on Java with Jimmy, there I believe there is the link there, and I'm going to put it in James Hills as well for those of you that are watching over there. Let me just copy it here. Hold on. All right, now how do you share it, Jesus? All right, there we go. Copy. I'm going to share it on the James page for those of you that are watching over there. All right, hold on. Come on. Now the thing doesn't want to copy. Now the thing doesn't want to cut. I'll put it up on James later because now the phone doesn't want to cut and paste directly to the computer like it's supposed to. Pam, as she always does in the past couple of years, and I have to thank Pam because she gave me an opportunity a couple of years ago where I raised $19,000 in 5 minutes. We had a goal and we did it. And so that kind of got me on the circuit of fundraising and hosting and whatnot. So Pam, thank you for that. So again, it's at the old Blondie Stone. And if you abrazo, un abrazo. That's what the flyer says, not un abrazo. It's 2 words, un abrazo. Did I say it right? You can get a 50% code if you are planning on attending this evening. Pam, I'm bringing cash if I make it. Hold me a ticket because I'm just terrible at that other stuff. And also, my bank card expired. I got to get out of here shortly and go take care of that because these bills are like, we can't withdraw. Um, Pam is almost sold out. So please make sure that if you're planning on going, getting a ticket. And I think did I see Dina in the room? Look who's in the room, everybody. Dina Marshall Tarver, thank all of you for praying for her. Good morning, everyone. I thank all of you who have prayed for me. Keep praying, but I am home, as Dina, we kind of shared earlier. Boston's hottest new restaurant, Pam, I believe that is Black or and Brown owned. So that definitely glad that you're doing that there. All right, folks, that's it for me. It is 10:41. Did I see Mama Java in the room today? She must be asleep or overslept. I don't think I saw Mama Java in the room. Hold on, let me check. Nope, I don't see her on here greeting everybody, so I'll check on her later. Steven, I'm going to get my tea this week before you give it to somebody else. I am Ida Alicia. Welcome. Good to see you over on Instagram. And folks, we are going to get ready to go. We will see you. It's Latino owned, so Black and Brown. We'll be there this evening. Sister Irvin is in. Hi, Sister Irvin. It's been not a long time because I see stuff on social media. It is good to see you in the room this morning. Definitely a longtime friend and mother type to me. Good to see you in the room this morning. Folks, we're going to get ready to go. The last thing is this evening, if everything goes right, and Pam, this is the only reason why I may not make it. I am, even with the laptop acting up, I am live streaming an event that Higher Ground is doing that I mentioned last week. And Pam, you and Brandy definitely got to connect. They are having Higher Ground. Oh, Jesus. Wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Brandy. What's Brandy's last name? Brooks. The event this evening, event 1, from dollars to impact, the Higher Ground Community Forum taking place this evening at 6:00 at Roxbury Community College. We plan to go live at 6 p.m. The moderators, Dr. Brandy Brooks, and the speakers are Charlie Titus, Mary Skipper, and Dr. Jonathan Jefferson. The panelists are Patrick Tutwiler, Brother Tut is going to be there, Michael Rodriguez, Senator Liz Miranda, and also Tara Aguala, Director of Investment, Boston Children's Hospital. And so that is a conversation from dollars to impact that is taking place this evening. Miss Teresa let me know that she did hear from Mom this morning. Milagro, thank you. She is okay. She's probably just asleep. All right, that's it, everyone. We do plan to go. Oh, there she goes. All right, Ma, I feel a little bit better. Ma is in the room, making sure she gives her greetings and says hello this morning. So, Ma, good to see you in the room. Folks, this evening, we do plan to go live as long as we can get the internet to work with us correctly and it presents well and it's not pixelated because we're in that old brick building. We will go live at 6 p.m. to share with you that conversation from Dollars to Impact being sponsored by Higher Ground. All right, that's it for me. I don't think I have any other dates. I'm hosting something on Sunday. Sitla Club, so that's a different vibe. But I will post it. I've been sharing it on Instagram, and I think that's it. We'll see everyone tomorrow. Well, we'll see everyone this evening at 6 p.m. But otherwise, for our regular programming, we will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Just to update our mayor. Hold on. That means I've been on a long time, and Alexa was telling me that it's time to go. So we will see you um, tonight at 6 p.m. and tomorrow at 10 a.m. Have a great day, everybody, and we will talk to you again tonight at 6. I won't be commentating or anything. I'm just broadcasting the conversation in the panel. All right, Milagro, be quiet. Broadcasting the conversation, and that's it. All right, we'll see you tonight at